Welcome back. It is 4:54. This is a live lookout right now from our mobile news tracker. This is northbound Interstate 69 near 96th Street. You can see this big backup. Kevin Ratermann is there telling us what we know right now. Kevin, that is a standstill.
That's right. I am in the far right lane trying to exit on 96th Street, and it is just bumper to bumper. Now, in the last 5 minutes, traffic on the far left lane on northbound I-69 has started to move a little bit, but I haven't been able to move for the last 10 minutes, and I'm just trying to exit at 96th Street. I'm going to try to get off the interstate here and maybe go into one of the parking lots on the side of I-69 to try to get a better look at what exactly is causing all of this backup.
All right, Kevin Ratermann live there for us. It very well might be just a construction site there, but nonetheless, very frustrating for travelers. We'll find out exactly what that is here as soon as you can.
Let's go to traffic watch for you here at 5:02, and it looks like we're at the scene of an accident. Our mobile news tracker up on I-69 northbound near 96th Street. Our mobile news tracker, Kevin Ratermann, is on the scene. Kevin, what can you tell us about the accident?
Well, right now, Ken, I don't know a whole lot. I literally just pulled up during your first weather report and just set up my camera. And what I can see right now, it looks like firefighters and paramedics are working with a vehicle against the far right guardrail of I-69 northbound. This is just south of 96th Street in the exit lane. There may be a semi involved too. I'm not exactly sure, maybe multiple semis, but there is a lot of damage. Right now, there is one lane of northbound I-69 getting past just south of 96th Street. Ken?
Okay, Kevin Ratermann reporting again. That's just one of two areas that may be causing some slowdowns up there on the northeast side. All right, let's go to traffic watch, and we have this serious accident we're keeping an eye on here on 69 northbound near 96th Street. We have new details about this accident, so we'll check in with mobile news tracker Kevin Ratermann, who's on the scene. Kevin, what can you tell us?
Ken, I just found out moments ago from Fishers Police that this is in fact a fatal wreck. This wreck happened on I-69 northbound, just south of 96th Street, and there are 5 vehicles involved, 3 semis and 2 smaller vehicles. One I can tell is a car, and like I said, Fishers Police have confirmed that this is a fatal wreck. From what I can see right now, I am parked just on the east side of the highway on a frontage road, and it looks like there is one lane at least of I-69 northbound traffic getting by, but the backup for this extends a good deal down into the Castleton area. I was stuck in it for at least 10 minutes or so. In the next few minutes, I'll be setting up a nicer camera to get better video and try to get as much information from Fishers Police as possible, and I'll get back to you with that. Ken?
Okay, Kevin Ratermann, mobile news tracker. So again, sad news to report with this accident. It is now a fatal crash there.
Need to get to breaking traffic news.
We've learned of a fatal accident on northbound I-69. This is in Fishers, very close to 96th Street. Our mobile news tracker, Kevin Ratermann, has been there on the scene.
Let's go to him right now. Kevin, what have you learned? What are you seeing?
Well, right now, Scott, the majority of I-69 northbound at 96th Street is completely shut down for the exception of one lane. One lane is getting by this fatal accident. I spoke with Fishers Police a little over 10-15 minutes ago, and they said that this is a fatal accident involving 5 vehicles, 3 semis and 2 cars. Now, police are on scene and they're investigating it while the fire department is actively putting down oil dry from the diesel in this semi right here. Now, I'm going to stay on scene all morning and bring you all the updates as I get them, but like I said, this is a fatal accident on I-69 northbound just south of 96th Street.
All right, Kevin, thank you so much for that update there.
So our mobile news tracker, Kevin Ratermann, is on the scene there of the fatal accident with an update of what's happening with the progress of that cleanup. Kevin?
All right, Ken, here's everything that I know so far. I just got an update from Indiana State Police in the last few minutes. This wreck happened around 2.5 hours ago, roughly around 4:30 a.m. when there was another wreck farther north on northbound I-69 near 96th Street. During that wreck, there was a backup, and then 6 vehicles were involved in another wreck that caused this fatality. 3 semis and 3 passenger cars were all involved in this wreck. Now, Indiana State Police said there was one more injury They did not know the specifics of that injury, but they said, and I quote, "It did not sound serious." Now, there still are a lot of emergency crews on scene working to get this scene cleaned up. The last update I heard, this wreck should be cleaned up. They're expecting sometime around the 8:30, 9 o'clock hour. But as you can see here from the scene of this fatal wreck, there is still a lot going on I-69 northbound near 96th Street. Ken?
Okay, Kevin Ratermann, again, thank you for that update. That is on the fatal wreck on northbound 69. And Kevin Ratermann, who's up at Fisher's at near I-69 and 96th Street northbound. Kevin, what's the update on this accident?
The update, Ken, is that after 4 hours, one lane of traffic is still open at the scene of this wreck. All the cars and the vehicles that are severely damaged and involved are still on scene. The reasoning behind it, an Indiana State Police accident investigator has spent the last hour and a half reconstructing this accident that led up to the death of one of the drivers. But now that it looks like they were picking up the accident markers, as soon as they're done, crews should be able to start cleaning this up and letting traffic by. But like I said, only one lane of traffic is getting past this scene. Ken?
Kevin, have they cleaned up the diesel spill? I couldn't tell from your vantage point if they still had that mess part on the interstate there.
No, Ken, that still has to be swept up. As you can see on the screen right there, the sand or oral dry is still on the pavement right now. They still have all that to clean up as well.
Okay, thank you, Kevin Rodman there. That's the latest update again, I-69 northbound at 96th Street.